get back into this. Starting with our Lada run again, and hopefully we can survive today. Yesterday we had some horrible luck with the events and the various mobs coming at us. So let us find out. Let's see, what was I doing and why? So nobody's hurt. So don't know why I had them gathering meat. Crafting jerky. What kind of two-handed sword can we make off the elven wood, since that's what we have access to right now? 6, 5, and 3 is not that great. 10 is not bad. What if I did dark wood? So that's better, and it gives more poison damage. 11. But it's slightly heavier. Then again, it's going on warrior, so I don't really care about the heaviness. I'm doing this, I can make 3 total. Yeah. Cool. Alright. As far as these guys go, we need more gear. We have 0 research points right now. There is no ancient wood that we've discovered yet, which is unfortunate. And I'm worried that if I save up the points and research it, it's going to be like somewhere way the hell out here, and there's just no way that's gonna work. I guess for the time being, we need to clear out these spider nests. Anything worthwhile here? Elven wood still. Might as well gather some straw. Just enough. We're gonna hunt and auto-resolve. Let's see, the mask isn't really useful, neither is the backstab, but the 8 silk is great. We're not ready for the refugee fight. So I guess we'll head down here and get these. What do we got? Bats. Shouldn't be too tough. Let's see, hammer first. Not enough to kill that guy, but we can poke it. Then our warriors. Now that's unfortunate. And I cannot first action anybody. Lame. I can confuse it though, which is just as good. Another warrior. Pretty sure they're all going to be level 2 at least, so my counter tactic of 1 is useless at this point. I can poke this one to death. Just in case, we'll confuse that one. Shield her. Get closer. So we took probably 2 minor wounds from that. Yeah. this isn't really useful.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
I need another warrior for my expedition.
Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Cool.
You come across a hidden stash, and it looks like whatever is inside may still be intact.
Take it.
You have your loot safe in hand, but you can hear something approaching fast, perhaps a guardian of the stash. You have time to run, but maybe the creature hides more goodies.
That steel is going to be useful in making gear. I'm just going to run for now. Now that we got a new warrior and potentially some gear, I need to run over here real quick and pick him up.
While you scout ahead to see if the road is safe, you notice a bear lying outside its lair. It looks really big. In fact, you have your doubts about it being an ordinary bear and not some kind of giant's pet.
We do not have enough skill to tame it. This is too early in the game. But we should be able to kill it.
You sneak up on the big bear, and it turns out it was wounded, so you manage to ambush it without trouble. You kill the big bear before it manages to reach you with its wild attacks.
Oh, so that was a freebie fight. Convenient. Okay. Let's get this new warrior. Borzimir. Let's drop off the elven wood and all the miscellaneous stuff. The bird meat, the vegetables. We need to restock our wood again. And now we have 11 people, which means we need what, for 25 days, 261, I think. We'll take that. Do I have enough meat? Yeah, I should. So 261. I completely did that math wrong. No, it'd be 275. What am I thinking? There we go. And my new warrior is going to get a two-handed sword and a shield, like so, and maybe that armor. Perfect. Because I should have 2 hammers and 2 spears. Yeah, 2 hammers, 2 spears. Okay. Let's continue the trek to this spider's nest on the next turn.
You travel through the plains until you discover a deep rift in the ground. When you look down, you see a vast area filled with rubble. Amongst the rubble stick out some enormous ivory bones of a dragon. You notice that the rocks move unnaturally, and you soon realize that these must be rock trolls. You can either use the element of surprise and fight them, or try to sneak past unnoticed and collect some bones.
So I have 3 really good people for stealth. The rest suck. But I'm gonna try because this is a good chance to get some dragon leather and dragon bones, which I really need for some good gear. And this run has been so unfortunate thus far that I need to take these risks. Unfortunately, 2 of the 3 are in my tactical hand, but we'll make do. I can counter offense. It's probably a smart move. And then counter tactic. Nobody's confused is gonna help. He does 17 damage, so I need to do 2 more to this guy, which would be her, and I can first action her, and then they'll both kill this one. So send these guys out, and then all of these are useless. Okay. Still, we only got one of our good people. This is a level 11. No, I killed the level 11. My bad. Oh, we still got rid of it. That's the important thing. So, she does 9 damage. This guy has 14 left after that. She'll do another 9 on the second turn. So, he's only got 5 left. Which him and her would then finish off. And then we will get closer. And that's all we can do. And we win.
You managed to sneak past
Nice.
the sleeping trolls comfortably, and as the area was quite large, you were able to collect a decent amount of dragon bones, and even some dragon hides, safely.
And let's get out of here. Okay, we're gonna auto-resolve this hunt. Nice. I guess it's useful for now, since I haven't been able to make my own yet. Let's see. The hammers need to be able to do more damage. And my crafter cannot equip that, so we'll give that to the crafter in the village. More spiders, yay! Auto-resolve. More silk, it's perfect. Good quality is nice. Is that usable by anyone though? That's the question. No. It's lighter. It's a small upgrade for him. Alright, let's hunt these guys. Again, auto-resolve. We got a bad quality necklace I don't need, and I don't need a bad quality sword. I just want the silk. That's a good start though. Much better than we were doing yesterday already. I want to return those dragon bones and leather, because I can start putting them to use in some of my gear. Got the research point finally. What do I want to go for though? I could save it and still try for the ancient wood and hope that it's relatively near me. Whoa, on living spiders again? That's a spider queen, and then what are these? 2 pieces. Crap. Well, let's hunt the spider queen. Auto-resolve again. Don't need a talking fish, but that bow will be useful. Question is, who can equip it? 2 over. Quite a bit over. Definitely, well, she's already got one. She can't. Even my warrior can't. So he can. Alright. Yes, just keep running away. That's the smart move. Because we are not ready to handle a beast party yet. Alright, let's drop off that dragon stuff we got. And then see what we can make out of it. Also, a crafter in the village finally has a hammer. Which puts him at 11 crafting. Oh, we also got 2 swords. So the question then becomes, is this sword an upgrade for anyone? 11, 6, and 3. It's an upgrade for her. So, let's transfer that over. Oh, it's too heavy. Okay, the shield is 120. I'm sure we've got a lighter one. Yeah. Or I could do that one. Now let's do this. I just need one. There. Beautiful. Okay, we still need 250 meat. I don't think there was any other equipment. Yeah. Actually, let's take 275. Okay, our expedition party should finally be strong enough to handle 2 skull undead ruins. Definitely not the 3 skull one though. So let's go over here and take out these. While he's working on that, what? I don't want to make clothes out of the dragon armor. Dragon bone, steel, and wood. Gives us a very nice 2-handed sword. And I think I have enough to make 2 of those, which is beautiful. Okay, next turn. A white rat. What are you? Spores. You are demons, so I could socialize you and win. Auto resolve it. Cool. Is there anything worth collecting? Meat. Somebody, oh yeah, this group. Break camp, let's clear out some of these ruins. I guess I could have tried to sneak. Let's hope they don't have a spear. They do. Ouch. So I can first action one person. I'll be able to confuse both of the active ones, which is nice. I like that. So we'll send out our leech warrior. And then our shield, just in case there's yet another. If there wasn't. I'm going to first action her to kill this guy. And then we're going to confuse him. We must have fought this guy earlier. It's the only reason he would be wounded right now. So, we're going to poke him. Oh, and a counter offense. Didn't even notice that. Sweet. Okay, first action her. And then we'll shield her, support her. We should be fine. Oh, I forgot to confuse him. Damn it. I'm not on my game today. Alright, so we got one guy on death's bed. We don't need any more of those. That'll be decent for one of our gatherers. Alright, at least we finally have a medic. Her skill is still very weak, but that means he only has a 26% chance of dying this time. It's still too heavy for her. So, if he lives, he'll enjoy it. We can camp. That's a good thing. We can move here, camp, gather some food while we cross our fingers and hope that he survives the roll. Okay. I think that means he survived. He did. We got lucky yet again. Alright, let's clear out some of these enemies. What do we got? One skeleton, that's not bad. The blood bee is the only annoying one in that group. The 3 skeletons could be a challenge for us right now. Let's clean these guys up. Ooh, look at all of them. Alright, options. We have 2 counter offenses, but we can only use 1 card. She has a good counter tactic with her. Not that it matters, skeleton's usually level 2, but we'll counter offense. We will counter tactic. Confuse that guy. Okay. So now it should be pretty easy. We just need to plan out our attacks. He needs 17 to die. Or I could just poke him. And then they'll finish him off. And then send out the rest of our warriors for cleanup. And that should be good. Perfect. Okay. We'll keep that shield for now. And that could be useful on a crafter. I really wish our medic would gain some strength. He's got the strength to carry it, might as well use it. 3 and 6 versus 4 and 6. Just minor upgrades everywhere. I'll take it though. 3 and 5, 3 and 6. She can carry it. 6 and 1 versus 7 and 1. And an attractiveness. Do I have anybody with base attractiveness? She does. That's too heavy for her. Damn it. So it doesn't really matter who gets it. She can't equip it. It's not an upgrade for him. So she gets it. We were not able to attack anyone else. We're just gonna camp here to gather more cherries. And none of them moved. Cool. So, one skeleton should be fine. Let's see. I have one counter offense and I get to use one card. I have no confuses though, and none of my spears are in my combat hand. So, I need to send out a warrior with a shield just in case they have a spear. Which if they did not use it. Now I can counter offense. Together they're going to do 12 damage. It's not enough to kill either of those. But I can counter tactic that one. Cool. So he kills this one. He'll kill that one. Send out the hammer. This fight's in the bag. Easy peasy. Don't really need these shields anymore. We've got no more movement left. Okay. 3 skeletons could be a challenge, so I think I'm gonna attempt the sneak version. We can counter offense and counter tactic. Confuse that one. So we need to do 4 damage to kill this one. Well, that would be her and her. 9 damage to kill that one. That would be him. And then the rest to start hurting these. It's got 1 life left. Okay. Let's just go ahead and confuse it. Send her out, and this fight is over. What do we got? That's not really useful anymore. That is. I know I can make use of that. Can my medic... Oh, it's too heavy for the medic. Sadness. It's too heavy for her because she has this on. So, who can that go on? It can go on my hammer user. Perfect. That's too heavy. We need some levels and gain strength. Well, we gain strength, but it's on our warriors. That's not what we needed. Traps is good, and I think it's on both of my hunters. Yes, perfect. Gathering's always nice. Health is preferable. That was a good level. And our village. I like these two. The rest are very situational. Got 3 movement left, and these are bees. I can hunt them, which will be an auto resolve because hunting missions are easy for me. Armor, folklore, distraction. I'm sure I can use that. Who already has folklore? She has 1 point. He has 2. Probably because of the necklaces. Yep. Well, because of that, I'm going to put him on her with the ring to maximize her folklore. Got no more movement points. And it's becoming nighttime. I can't see what I'm doing. We have 1 skeleton here. They're pretty easy. Alright. Skeletons do have a good shot of having spears. So, shielded warrior. Then I'm going to counter offense. And counter tactic. Okay. He does 25 damage. This guy needs 28 to die. Now he does 28. So that guy's dead. 16 to kill this. So, hammer. A couple warriors. And this fight's over. Easy peasy. This shield is horrible. We're getting rid of that right away. No. That's pretty bad too. We have 3 movement left. Let's clear out this tomb. 4 skeletons. This could be interesting. Hey! Okay, he's as good as dead. We'll send out a shield just in case. Because of that. Then we'll counter offense. And counter tactic. Like so. We'll send out the hammer, beef it up a little more, and this fight should be over. Perfect. Lots of shields. Don't really need them. I need better shields than beginner ones. That's a decent axe. Might be able to make use of it. Yes, that's an upgrade for her. And it's lighter. Nice. That's what I like to see. We have 1 movement left. There is a 2 skull fight here. I can't reach it. There's nothing worth to gather either. So that's very unfortunate. Yep, we're just gonna end our turn. Hey, we got skeletons attacking the village, and they're not as well defended. Okay. Options. Not a lot. We're gonna have to rely on our confuses. We'll send out a shield in case they have a spear. We got a hammer. Together they're going to do 12 total. So it's not enough to kill. But if I poke with him first, would him and her be enough to kill this guy? 16, 25, yes. So I'll start the poking festivities with him. And then we will confuse both of the active skeletons. So we get free attacks on the first round. I am going to poke this guy twice. Perfect. That's exactly what I needed to happen. And we protected the village with a minimal force. Hey, more skeletons. We got this. Okay, you're pretty much a badass. 29. I got nothing to compete with that right now. What are my tactical options? Well, I think this is a given anyways. Let's get rid of one of his active cards. And get rid of one of the tactical cards. So he's only got 2 out. And then I can confuse this guy, which gives me a free round of attacks. Now what do I want to do? He has 15 life. I cannot poke for 15, so I'm not going to worry about that. I think the hammer is the best option right now. It'll kill him, carry over a little bit to this guy. She can finish him off, and then these will clean up the discard pile. And that should be good. Perfect. Alright, what do we got? We got a beginner's mace that I don't need, a bad quality shield, not keeping it, and a heavy hatchet. I'll keep it for now. It's lightweight, high damage. It might be useful. More skeletons. I get first turn. So, we will send out our shielded warrior. Then we can counter offense and counter tic-tac. He's gonna kill this guy. He doesn't get a free attack. So I will just poke him. She'll kill him on her turn. And then my hammers will clean up. And this fight is over. Okay, what do we got? I mean, it's super heavy, but it's decent armor for now. I don't need that shield, or that shield, or that axe. It's too heavy, too low damage. Alright. So we got a few items that might be useful somewhere. The axe, not so much right now, sadly. He will... Damn it, the armor is way too heavy for him. 15 and 3, 17 and 3. It's an upgrade, and he just might... Yep, he can equip it. So that's one upgrade. I think that's still too heavy, yep. 17 and 2. 16 and 2. So yeah, nobody's going to be able to equip this for now. I guess that's the only upgrade we got this time. Tier. Tough bats, deformed bats. I can hunt them. 3 skull is a little more challenging. I think I'll take control of that. They go first. Not bad. Options. I can confuse it. But there's just going to be more coming out. Do I really want to do that? I suppose we'll send Bronia out and then confuse. Okay, we'll counter offense the last one. No matter which direction she attacks, she will kill one of these. I'm fine with that. She's gonna take 8 damage, potentially 17 damage, which I am not fine with. I'm gonna send out a meat shield to hopefully draw some of that attack. Then 19 life. Wow. I can do 18 between these 3. I think another meat shield is called for. Okay, that's a little better. 13 life. I can handle that. Because I can do her with a support 7. Then the 8, support her. Send him out, get closer with him. And unfortunately my meat shield didn't work. Oh, it did for the second round. Not bad. So I get to start. We're gonna... I'm not even gonna try his name. He does 12 damage. This guy takes 13. So I'm gonna support him to guarantee that kill. And I'm not gonna be able to counter tactic that one. It's too high. So if this one dies, this one's going to do 7 damage and only takes 6. So she survives and kills it. Until that happened. There, now she survives and kills it. Send him out. Support him to finish that last card in the discard pile off. perfect. Don't need a willstone. We got 3 movement left. I'm not sure I'm ready for a 3 skull undead fight. So I'll head north and fight these skeletons. Okay, they got first attack. This is gonna do 5, so it'll be a total. Yeah, that'll kill it. And then just in case, shielded warrior. I could have a counter offense. That was a mistake. Oh well, it's not gonna change anything. So she kills this one, he kills that one, and they clean up, and this fight's over. It's too low damage for me to use. I don't need that shield, and I don't need a basic club. And we're out of movement. Smock and tough bats. I'm pretty sure they're considered undead, so I won't be able to hunt them. Can't move very far. I want to see what's up here. Nothing yet. More undead. Okay, I get first action. I can only play 1 card. So, Shielded Warrior, because of the poke. Now I can get rid of the other offensive card. The counter tactic is not going to work, so I'll confuse that one. Now I can poke this guy, and then send everyone else out, and this fight should be in the bag. Don't need either of those. Spider Queen and Malicious Spider. This is my village. There's not enough people to do an auto-resolve. Hopefully the Spider Queen is in the tactical hand so that it's confused. Spiders do not have spears, so I don't need to worry about shields. I can poke that one to death and then send out the other warrior. Okay, I can poke that one to death. Come on, Spider Queen, there you are. Poke. Okay, we should have this. One minor wound, that's acceptable. What do we got? Sturdiness and armor. I can make use of that. I don't need the talking fish. Unliving spiders. This could be fun. I get to start out. We'll start with our best warrior, who immediately got confused. So the next warrior. Okay, I'm gonna poke him for the hell of it. And then send her out. And just in case, I'm going to shield her and not send these guys out. Good thing I shielded her. Ooh, what do we got here? Oh, that's kind of a low quality spear. No thank you.
Thea is not an easy place to grow up in, but alas, grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea.
So my expedition team needs 1 more to be full, but we're starting to see 3 skull fights come at us. I think I need another warrior to protect the village. Regardless, I need a warrior.
Is an important rite of passage. The whole village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
So, we can equip this warrior with our new badass sword. Now he just needs a shield to complement it. I just don't have any great shields. I'll give you that one for now. Take that new ring we just got and this armor. Perfect. Okay. It's a good start for you. You can stay in the village for now. Let's put you to work though. Do I need you to help gather anything? I do not. So you can craft food. Let's check out what these ruins are.
You come across the ruins of an
Ooh,
old
a
settlement.
3-skull.
The rusty iron gates look foreboding and creepy, but many secrets may lie within.
I don't think we're ready for that yet. Cannot move. Let's camp and see if anything's available. Oh, we can't camp. We're on the ruins. Never mind. Skeletons again. We got this. I don't have any very well shielded warriors in my hand, so I'm going to counter offense. Then counter tactic, confuse that guy. So my options, I can do 11 damage in poke for these two, which is not enough to kill anything, but it's still damage. So poke, poke, hammer, hammer, warrior, warrior. And that should clean it out. Don't need the shield or the axe. Apparently there was a skeleton there, right next to me. That's why it's dangerous to try to travel at night. Hey, I get 3 cards. Well, hell, I'm gonna leave him with just the one. Now this fight is suddenly a joke. Hammer, hammer, and then my warriors. And I actually got lucky because both of those that I countered had spears. It's a decent axe. Don't need the shield. And I can make use of that. 16 and 3 is the same, but it's lighter. Thank you. Still can't equip that though. 1 armor, 1 sturdiness. Who's our weakest armored person? 12. Here you go. We are nearly encumbered, so it's time to head home. A bear, some wolves, and a lot of rats. There's the bear. No spears in my active hand, which is unfortunate. So the bear is the strongest thing they have. I'm going to confuse it while I have the chance. 23 damage. I need to send somebody that can kill it, like her. And she's shielded. Of course they confuse her. Okay, I can still first action 2 people. In the meantime, poke him to death. I guess a hammer in case more rats come out, like that. She's only going to do 5 as a poke, so I'll save her for now. Send her out, followed by her. Of course, she gets confused as well. I'm going to first action her. Nope, she's confused. First action him. I'll do that right now. So we... Okay. Instead, I'm just gonna... Damn it. So many first actions. Thank you for hitting the bear. Oh, that would have been bad if he didn't hit the bear. One minor wound out of that is acceptable.
Another night falls over Thea, and restless souls of the damned seek out the living in envy and anger. You can almost feel the approaching wave of these infernal wraiths seeking to burden your souls. But this night, a welcomed guest is seen in the shadows. A lapiduk, the spirit catcher. This bizarre-looking creature, resembling an overgrown toad with long claws, yellow warts, and a row of razor-sharp teeth, is actually a humble servant of Velez, in the old days tasked with the hunting of wayward souls and misbehaved wraiths, but now hopelessly overfed and ever busy with his task of devouring evil spirits.
Leave him to his task. We might get a permanent increase.
Thanks to the lapiduk, your people sleep well this night, and they feel strengthened the next morning.
Well, 15 turns of +5 strength in our village. I'll take it. Alright, we finished our sword. Continue the trek home.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch. The corpse is literally stomped into the ground.
And we already have giants to deal with. Great.
You search the corpse and find some of its belongings
Damn!
still intact.
That's a nice
Now that
axe.
you take the time to look at the scene, you see that the ditch is actually more like a giant footprint. You see some more stuff lodged under the body, but you also feel the ground shake beneath you and strange sounds coming towards this place.
I'm gonna take what I have and run.
You come across a dead body lying in some sort of ditch. The corpse is literally stomped into the ground.
I feel like it's a giant playing a game. Like, I'm gonna hop around and see how many people I can crush.
You search the corpse and find some of its belongings.
Another nice
still intact.
axe.
Now that you take the time to look at the scene, you see that the ditch is actually more like a giant footprint. You see some more stuff lodged under the body, but you also feel the ground shake beneath you and strange sounds coming towards this place.
Just take it and run again. Two very nice axes, which is perfect because, let's see, this does a base 19 with a potential up to 22 if the target's wounded. The two axes I just got are 24 and 25 respectively. So it's an upgrade no matter what for both of them. So I will make her more attractive with this axe and give him this one. Cool, cool. Can't move anymore. We finished our sword. I'd rather him be doing something that's going to give us research points. Can I make a better crafting tool yet? Maybe. A 4. I'm going to wait on that one. What kind of sword is made out of dragon leather? Not bad. Not as good as the dragon bone one was, though. I'm gonna wait on that. So I just need something I can craft to research scum. What I have the most of right now is wood and bone, which is not enough to make a sword out of. So wood and leather, not worth it. That's going to be 1 point each. What if I did the bone? Still 1 point each. What if I did just one-handed swords? Start with the wood, the leather. So it starts with 1. And then if I switch things out for, say, the bone, still 1. Elven wood, that's 5. That could be worth it. Yeah, let's do that. And just make a ton of them. So that's 75 research total. Should give me a single level. Wow. Hey, we got our second point. Ancient wood. Let's cross our fingers and hope that it's relatively close to our village. It is moderately close. Gotta cross quite a few forests, so it's probably gonna take 5 days to get there. But still. Collect that, and then I can finally start making some decent gear. Okay, let's drop off all of our miscellaneous stuff, resupply, and head out for that wood. Okay. We have 20 days of wood. I want 30 days of food given the travel. With 11 people is going to be 330, which is nearly all of my food. Yeah, perfect. Have we crafted any of the baked? No. Alright, let's see if any of that gear is an upgrade for our villagers. You have a 10 damage hammer. No. You need a better two-handed sword. You can have one of my poison ones that I made. Oh, it's too heavy for you. That's why. You take that one for now. That's Pasha. So Bretka has a poison axe. Guess you can keep that for now. You have a poison spear. You are just fine. You have a regular spear. So I got nothing for you. And you have a regular spear. So here's an upgrade. And you can't equip armor because you're too weak. 7 and 2. Don't have anything better for you. You have the blessing of strength, don't you? No, you don't. You just have really high strength. So yes, you can enjoy some armor. Make you a little better, Karina. And you need armor. There you go. You have the blessing of strength. Which means your strength is going to go down by 5. You'll lose 250. You're going to be over encumbered if I keep that on you. Have some light armor then. Minor upgrades, but upgrades nonetheless. Alright, let's head towards that ancient wood. And see how many turns that's going to take us. Oh, you're not going to show me, huh? Come on. Okay, there we go. It's going to be 18 turns. Or movement points. So, 4 turns, roughly, to get there. There's nothing worth gathering, so I'll just hunt these spiders. It's an auto-resolve. We gained a sturdiness ring, don't really need and bad quality cloth armor, don't need. Okay, next turn. Auto resolve the bee fight. Don't need that sword. Need to return on meat for my village. They're starving. 6 unliving spiders. Oh! This is not gonna end well. Let's see. I can poke him for 11. Guess that's what we'll do. Poke, poke. They can kill him on the next turn. All we have left is tactical cards. I don't have any high level counter tactics, so that's unfortunate, but I can first action one person. And then they would kill the spider. She would poke this one, wound it by 1, so that she would do 17. It's not enough to kill it. Damn it. I don't like this. I can confuse these two though. I guess that's the best play. And I can do that at any time. So, this one needs 31 to die, which is her. That one also needs 31 to die, which is him. Send him out. I'll first action this guy. Yeah. And then I'm going to confuse the two that won't die right away. Shield him for the hell of it, get closer with him, and cross our fingers and pray we don't die. Good. Worked out well. Wait a minute, what kind of axe is that? It's decent, but we have better, and I don't need the will, so dismantle. Boar riders. We are not ready for all these 3 skull fights. Okay, he is super weak. She can kill him with her follow-up attack. And then I can counter offense. Counter tactic is too low, but that's okay. So she kills him, poke him, she'll kill him on her turn. Then the hammer. Oh, and they had a spear. Damn it, I keep forgetting about that. So he's gonna take, looks like 6 wounds. It's not enough to be bleeding out, but it's gonna hurt. Six wounds. That's a axe. Don't need you. You might be useful. You're a decent two-handed sword, even though I'm making better now. And because of that, I think I'm just gonna trash you. Alright. Almost there. And we can gather some wheat, since we can't move any further. Gain 3 bunches of it in a turn. That's nice. And I need to turn regular meat on for these guys so they're not starving. Okay, break camp. I'm gonna have to fight, which is gonna extend this by another turn. Let's try a social. Auto resolve. We failed, so he's bleeding out, and now we fight. Getting impatient, and it's costing me. Alright. I don't remember if these demons have spears or not, so I'm going to start with a shielded warrior, which is not enough to kill one. I can only confuse one, and I will not be able to counter anything. But I can first action 2 people, which is a good start. So I'm going to confuse that guy and poke him. Shield her just in case. Damn, that's a lot of damage coming at us. Send her out. And he just got buffed to handle the attack, which is annoying. So we're going to shield her. Send him out, first action him. Send her out, first action her. Oh, that sucked. We have 2 people bleeding out with a low skilled medic. Okay, I cannot confuse it, I cannot counter anything. I can first action a single card. So for the time being, I'm going to send out my best shield. Okay, now I can first action him to kill that guy. They'll finish that one off and this fight is over. So we have 2 people on their deathbed, which is very unfortunate. That's decent light armor. Don't need the shield. Bad quality I don't want. It's too heavy and we have enough of those. Don't need that either. Damn, 2 people bleeding out. So we'll move here. We'll make camp. And we'll pray that my 4 skill medic can save them. Wow. Super lucky. So one of them is no longer dying. She still is at a risk, but since she's healed, the percentage is much less. In fact, do the calculation real quick. She has 11 wounds divided by the 15 health. She has no chance of dying now because her wound scale is 73%. She has a base survival rate of 70% and the medic adds 4 more percent to that. So she has a 74 versus a 73. She just barely is guaranteed to survive, which is nice. She's still not strong enough to equip that armor. She has a blessing of strength, which is going to drop her down to 250, so she's not strong enough to equip that armor. It's an upgrade for him, but it's too heavy. Apparently nobody's going to enjoy the armor right now. Sadness. Well, she could. Yeah. Okay. Break camp. Continue the journey. We're almost there. It's so close. I just need to camp to heal again. I don't want to waste my movement getting closer and then get attacked. That would just screw everything up. Let's collect some meat. And he's not going to be enough to collect anything. Some bats. Should be an auto resolve at this point. It is. Don't need that spear anymore. Okay. Nobody is on their deathbed now, which is great. Let's see what we can uncover around. So moving on top of it, I feel like is the best move. Gives me the most options. My focus though is the ancient wood. Still gonna take 2 turns to gather, which is very unfortunate. And the coal will help later on. Okay. Oh, I'm so hungry right now. Crazed bees are an auto resolve. And they gave me a bow. A pretty damn good bow too. And she can equip it. Now she's an actual hunter. Alright, time for a lot of skipping turns.
Today looks like a good day. Your people saw a magnificent stork fly past your village and perch on top of a chimney. Storks are known omens of good luck, at least to those whom they deem worthy.
Sweet, hopefully I get a child.
Sure enough,
I did.
a baby was discovered soon after.
Yippee! And we gained a person too, a bandit. They're pretty weak overall, but it's an extra body to help protect the village, and that's the key thing right now. Can we upgrade anything on you is the question. I feel like it might be better to give you the hammer. I'm sure this is going to be too heavy. Ho. You're at least decent to help us out for the time being. Now I need to put you to work. We have 3 gathering, that's not bad. Put you on the meat, and then I can take those 2 guys off of meat and helping with the food. Cool. Back to skipping turns. We gotta fight some goblin warriors. They're pretty easy now. It's when they have the boar rider that they're a little concerning. So I can counter offense both of their cards, which is the smart thing to do, and now I have free reign to kill you. And then my hammer and my warriors, and this fight is over. Easy peasy. What do we got? Ooh, that's a pretty good armor to find. The shield, not so much. The brooch has gathering, so it's useful for me, especially given that I'm trying to get ancient wood. Who is my best gatherer? Bronia with 15. Bronia, do you need that brooch? You do. Enjoy. The armor is going to be an upgrade for him, and he's strong enough to carry it. Perfect. That was a good fight. Hey man, thinking of getting this game. How do you like the combat system? I enjoy it. It's very tactical oriented. There's quite a bit of planning that goes into it. If you want like the basics of how it's handled, I have a YouTube video that I put up that kind of explains the 3 different attack types and how to use them. and how combat flows, like how the system chooses where to attack. Otherwise, I can give you a quick rundown on the next fight that I encounter. So let me continue skipping turns. Somebody has too much gear. Damn. Well, I could downgrade her armor slightly. There we go. What do we got? Bees?
As you delve deeper and deeper into the forest, the trees become taller and stronger with every step. Many are darkened, withered, or twisted by the darkness, but still, they are more glorious than anything you've seen so far. There is an air of mystery and magic around you. When you look up, you begin to see the trees are more than they seem. Slowly, as if some mist is lifted from your eyes, you see hanging bridges, then the frames of houses built into the trees themselves, stairwells winding up from the roots to the very top, even sculptures and long-forgotten lantern holders. This must have been an elven city.
Okay, let's take a closer
look.
look.
Seen better days for sure. Now that you see it, you have no idea how you missed it before. Every tree, bridge, and house is grand and beautiful, but they look empty. Not only because there seems to be no life here, but there is a much deeper sense of solitude and sadness. When you touch one of the trees, you feel a soft powder on your hands, and you realize that all of them are covered in a thin layer of grey ash.
So since I have quite a few warriors in my group, they have strength, which will help them in the physical challenge of climbing this tree, so I'm going to go for it.
You try to climb up using one of the wonderfully carved winding staircases that should lead you right to the top of this wondrous city. You soon realize the grey ash is also very slippery, so it will be a real challenge to go up.
So you're a big Civilization fan, everything looks cool, combat looks kind of sketchy. I mean, looks-wise, the game is very similar to Civilization in that department, but whereas Civilization is all about building and expanding your cities, this is you have a small village and that's all you're ever going to get. So it's more important about getting people and keeping them alive. People are going to be your best resource. The combat to me is actually fun, but I like things that require me to think and strategize. I'll give you a quick rundown here with this physical challenge. Every single event that has a challenge is going to be handled via the card system. So this is a physical challenge where warriors will be your best asset as such. All of your people are represented by a single card, and then they get split into two hands, a combat hand and a tactical hand. Basically, they all can attack, but your combat hand will get 2 rounds of attacks, whereas your tactical hand, if you send them into combat, will only get 1 round of attacks, because they start confused. But they have all of these additional skills that you can use to kind of influence how the fight's going to go around you. So, since I get to go first, I could send out a warrior, or I can evaluate my tactical hand to see what my options are. Confused is always nice. It basically, any of the active cards up here that come out, I can confuse it, and it gets 1 less attack for this round of fight. Counter tactic, as long as the skill is equal to or greater than the level of a card up here in the tactical hand, it removes it from play, so it goes into their discard, and that gives them 1 less action to use. Same thing for counter offense. Then you have things that allow you to survive better, like shield ally, and basically it adds this number to their health as a shield so that they can take more attacks. First action is a very tactical card, whereas if any character's level is equal to or less than this number, when you use first action on it, it goes from the end of the queue to the very beginning of the queue. So it's one that you have to kind of plan out who you want to be able to use to go in the beginning and save them for the end of the game, because a lot of these challenges will also have these same abilities, and they'll be trying to first action something. There are other skills that I don't have right now. The other one that I mentioned was Get Closer, is where you send them into the fight, but they start out confused, so they don't get to attack in the first round, but they will attack in the second. And that's kind of a very quick, dirty rundown of the fight, and now I'll start playing it and show you how that goes. I will start with my best warrior, just in case. Ooh, they're very tough. So this one's a level 13. I have no chance of doing anything to it tactically wise, but this level 8 one I can at least confuse, which is good because it actually does the most damage. From there, send out, he's going to do 13 damage, which kills this guy. I don't like that. I am going to shield him instead. Thankfully, the AI did not save that spear because spears are annoying and they hurt. Let's see. There's not much else I can use in my tactical hand because I don't think there's any level 6s in this 3 skull fight. So it's better to save her in first action. Which is what I'm going to do. I just need to make sure. I need a meat shield because somebody's going to die if these both attack the same person. We'll send out my lowest attack to be that meat shield. And then our best shielded guy. Okay. No more active cards come out, so these will either be confused or the AI will use them to buff up these cards. Let's see, he does 11 damage, so both of these will survive that first attack. I feel like taking the risk and hoping that there's a level 6 in here. There was not, so that was a wasted turn. There's that spear damage. So I'm going to use her to first action. He can just get closer to be another meat shield. And then we will first action him. So we killed one of them. We killed 2. We lost 2. 3. So it was an even trade-off. Still going to be a close fight though. My options. So we know that the lowest level 1 is a 7. So none of my counters are going to work, but I do have 2 nice confuses. I'm going to save those. Although a level 9 counter offense, countering the offense is better than confusing it. Perfect. And then we'll send out her. Oh, that's level 13. I cannot confuse it. Ouch. She's gonna die to this one's attack no matter what. Or she will. If they attack together, he has 3 life left, which he would finish off. I'm just gonna get closer with everyone. We have the number advantage, but it's still gonna... because the shield wasn't strong enough to save them from that attack, it was gonna do 14 damage regardless, and my person had 8 life, and the shield was a 4. So she would have taken 12 of that 14 and then died anyways, so it was better to get that attack out instead. Counter offense... I have a 50-50 shot of this one being level 13. If it is, it's a wasted move. If it's not, then it's a brilliant move. I feel like I gotta take it. Sweet. Got lucky there. Oh, I killed the level 13. Even better. Alright, this one's got 16 life. She's gonna do 7, 13, 15. That's unfortunate. I cannot kill it in the first turn. It's gonna kill somebody on its attack, so we'll let it be that one and get closer. So even though all of the challenges, I'll let this talk and then I'll do my thing.
The view from up here is breathtaking. A whole city grows within these treetops as if it were a natural part of the forest, and yet the houses are refined with intricate wooden carvings. The passageways amongst the tree branches adorned with colourful crystal formations that must have been used for lighting in the past. And every building seemed like it was made with passion and artistry. You doubt how practical this was, but it is extraordinary for sure. As you stand looking in awe at the city frozen in time, you feel like there is something watching you.
So as I was saying, all of the different event challenges use that card system. So that's going to be the same throughout the game. A lot of times the events will give you the choice of either fighting them straight out or doing some other type of challenge to try to win. And the difference is straight fights use your gear. So if you have good gear, that's usually the best option. But if you don't have good gear, you might want to take one of those other challenges. And the reason being is when a character dies in a fight, they have a chance of permanently dying and you lose them. And like I said, people are your most precious resource in this game. But in the other challenges, they don't take wounds even if they lose all of their health on that card. So as long as you can win the fight, you take no damage by doing a different challenge, whether it be the social, sneak, intelligence, magic, whatever. But the wounds you do take in an actual fight are you keep after the fight, so you have a chance of losing that person. Two dexterity, situationally useful. I would have rather had the strength increase, but that's okay.
You search through many houses, still slowly and carefully so not to fall to your deaths. You find dining rooms set up for a feast, sleeping chambers with beds made up, playrooms with toys lying ready for use, and even an armory. Alas, when you try to touch anything, it turns into ash before your eyes. As you stand baffled in one such room, a soft, sad voice speaks to you. And thus you have followed my path and stand before me as I hoped. Welcome, young ones. I am Alice, once of the Silver Oak people. Now, well, a memory of the past, I suppose. When you turn, a slender, tall elf, garbed in green armor and long ashen hair stands before you. Were it not for the ever-empty black eyes and the grey ash covering the soft skin, you would likely think this to be an avatar of the gods themselves.
Yeah, this comes out tonight. I'm going to check this out. Why fight then if you got other options? So the reason you might want to fight over the other options is those options are dependent on your character's skills in each of the given categories. So even though you may have the option of going with a sneak challenge or a tactical challenge, you might have no ability in either of those, in which case you have no chance of winning. So you have to evaluate your team and to decide which challenges you're going to be good at and which ones you need to avoid. For instance, I have no magic in my party right now, so I do not want to do any sort of intelligence or hex based challenges. I have 3 really good people that have sneak skill that's pretty high, but the rest suck at it. So as long as it's a 2 skull, maybe a 3 skull sneak, I can win with just those 3 people. I have very little tactics, so a tactics challenge I want to avoid. It's things you have to evaluate as you play. Let's see. So you brought us here, or it could be a dick. I'll still be nice.
I am sorry if I have startled you, young ones. This was not my intent. I am the last of the old Silver Oak clan, and I was cursed to remain here for eternity, lest my people become ash, the same way you saw happen with any object here. As long as I remain, they are safe. But alas, never allowed to return home nor speak to me.
That sounds terrible.
To answer all your queries, let me tell you my story.
How do you win the expedition? You mean the game overall? There are 3 ways that you can beat the game. Yeah, there's a progression victory, which I'll have to show you after this event because there's criteria you have to meet to achieve that. You can defeat the Umbrage Lord, which is basically a shadow giant. Hey, thank you for that follow, Demon. Welcome to the Liberation Army. I appreciate it. So you could defeat the Umbrage Lord, and there's 2 different routes you can take to defeat him. One by combat and one by doing this long quest line that you recruit another giant to help you out and you try to put all the giants back to sleep. There's a God quest, but I don't think that actually gives you a full victory. It just helps you gain more experience for your god. And then there's the Cosmic Tree quest line, which is how you find out what happened to the world and try to save it or destroy it. Not destroy it, but you can either finish removing magic from the world or you can save magic and thus save all of the magical creatures in it. I can't handle the card combat. I just auto-resolve. You kind of have to overpower the challenges though. Yeah, I like the card combat, but it does become a little monotonous when you have the very easy fights. So those I auto-resolve. But like I said, I like tactical things and strategy, so I enjoy in a complicated fight having to plan things out myself. Let's see. Let's get the story.
Just as I told you, I am here alone, unable to ever see my kin. It has been 1,000 suns, and I fear I am feeble in my resolve. Even with the darkness killing most of my kind, I do feel that some are still out there, living under this wretched sickness that devours Thea. And yet I cannot endure my solitude no more. And yes, elves are akin to magic, but alas, this curse, much like the wretched darkness itself, cannot be lifted by ones inflicted with it. Only the one who cursed me can break it.
You sound old.
Oh, I apologize. I forget myself. But I suppose in your measurements it has been 500 years. But we digress. My curse was cast by my lover, scorned and wounded. His hatred grew as strong as our love once was. You see, I chose to stay with my people, rather than leave in banishment with him, and for this, he confined me to this wretched fate. And now for my plea. I have sensed his presence nearby, and while in the past I had no recourse to reach out to him, I was able to find you this time. Please, I implore you, go to him and beg for my release. I will give you this red ribbon. It has our initials sewn into it, and he will know it is from me. Speak to him and set me free. In return, once the curse is lifted, I will reward you with a blessing of elven magic.
Good, I'm glad I could help you, Demon. This is one of my favorite games, so if you ever have questions, feel free to come back and ask them. Find some scorned lover, ask him to list the curse. Yeah, let's do it.
Wonderful. I only ask that you try, nothing more. I thank you for your time and effort. Even if you were to fail, you have shown kindness. His name is Zadra, and beware, he is of course a mage of some great esteem. Here, have a small token of my gratitude, and a map of where I felt the tower of Zadra surface.
So I'm not going to do this actual event for a while now because it's one of those magic events, and like I was saying earlier, Demon, I have no skill in magic right now. I have no chance of completing it. We gained some levels. Let's hope for some good ones. Lots of health. I love seeing health. Gathering helps. The rest is situational for certain events. And our village. Are you our crafter? You're not, so that was kind of a wasted level. Folklore will help. We just need it to be higher. Not bad. Now that he has a 3 though, does that make him the best folklore of the bunch? It does. So the next folklore amulet we get will go on him. We got a research point too. What do I want next? I am gathering ancient wood, so I need to work my way to spears. Speaking of ancient wood, how are they doing? 25. I need a lot more. Spider Queen and malicious spiders. Should be no problem. We will start out with our hammers. There's the queen. So if I poke her, that's going to be 6 damage. Plus his 15 is 21, and then her, yeah. Spider Queen is now dead. Counter tic tac. First action is always unfortunate. I can first action my other hammer though, if need be. So I'm not worried. I need to save that first action before I make a mistake. Come on, send that tactic card out. There we go. First action. Go ahead and poke that one to death. Get closer. And this should be an easy peasy fight. Perfect. Got a button for one of our warriors. Crazed bees, auto resolve.
The whole land is shaken with tremors. Groans and thudding footsteps are heard throughout. Many people get bruised and thrown about, but you find some useful minerals.
This is quite a change from our last run. It took 400 turns for the giants to appear on our Horus run, and now they're here in turn 100. Okay. Keep skipping. Boar Rider, he could be challenging. That guy's pretty tough. Options. I think I want to start with a counter offense and then a counter tic tac. There's the Boar Rider, so that makes things a lot easier. We'll confuse that guy. Now I can poke again. If she attacks to the right, she kills him. I can also first action somebody to kill this guy. He needs 29 to die, which he can handle. And we win with no damage taken. Alright. Don't need that shield. The armor is heavy and not good enough anymore. That could still be useful. Bows are useful. And that's a nice spear. That should be an upgrade for somebody. Is it light enough for her? No, it's not. It's too heavy. Damn it. 7 and 3, so this is 1 damage more. Nice. Let's make him a little more armor. That's too heavy. It's lighter and plus 1 dexterity. Sounds like a good trade-off. The bow. Who needs a bow? It's pretty heavy though. Yeah, nobody's gonna be able to equip it. Sadness. Counter is very important. I would like to get a high counter, but you can't like choose what skill people are gonna get. When they level up, they will randomly gain 1 to 2 points in a given skill. Sometimes it's even in a skill that they don't even have, so they learn the new skill. The only option you have to try to improve your counter is to find and or craft gear that have the tactic ability, which in a straight fight, tactics is what you use to, well, so in a straight fight, if you want to counter offense, it's traps. If you want to counter tactics, it's intelligence, I believe. Let me double check that. Straight fight, counter tactics is perception. So I would have to find and or craft gear and hope that those skills get on them, which nothing I have increases it right now, to be able to counter. So once I have more resources, I can try to craft just a bunch of like armor and then pick and choose the ones that have the appropriate skills that I would need. But until that time, I'm kind of stuck with what I have. Let's see, we've gathered 35 ancient wood. How many swords we got left to make? 2. Which is going to be 10 research. Not enough to gain another level, sadly. Okay. Spider Queen. Should be an auto-resolve at this point. It is. 2 damage is nice. Gathering is always nice. We got a bear, some wolves, and hulking rats. And there's the bear. My poke is not going to be enough to kill him, sadly. I can confuse him, or I could just wait and first action somebody. I think I'll do that. I'll go ahead and poke him just to be safe. And then my best shield. And send her out, and then him. Now I can counter tactic. Got rid of a wolf. If that's a rat, this will work, and it is. Cool. So I will send her out. Send him out. First action him. Confuse. Support, and we should win with no damage. Perfect. Got another decent bow. Nobody can equip it yet. Okay, we can make one more sword, and then I need to queue up something else. One skeleton, okay. And there he is. My poke isn't going to be enough. I could double poke him, and that should be enough. Don't want to do that, though. I think I'd rather use her for a counter offense. So we'll poke, counter offense. Got first action, not a concern yet. Counter offense again. Counter tactic. Okay. So I need to do 18 damage to kill this guy. He can handle it. First action. So he kills this one. She will eventually kill that one. We'll confuse that guy so he doesn't get an attack. He has 16 life. So we'll go like that. And this should be a wound-free fight. Nice. No longer need this shield. There's a folklore ring. Alright, there's the last sword made. Nobody needs them, so I'm just going to dismantle them for the resources back. And then craft a bunch more. And regathering meat here, we are. So it'll slowly extend our ability to collect the wood. Although we're almost encumbered. More goblin warriors. Alright, they got first action, but that's fine. I can counter offense. My counter tactic most likely will not work though. So instead, I'm gonna poke. And then this is gonna do double damage since he's wounded. So that's 18 total. Kills him. This one has 28 life. Well, he can kill it. And we'll do the rest. Alright, what do we got? That's not very good anymore. That's pretty good. I know a warrior who could use that. There we go. That's a 1 upgrade, and that would be 2 upgrade, but it's too heavy for her. So, +1 armor. Hammers. Who has my hammers? You already have a doll. You already have a doll. Can you equip a doll? Yes, you can. And the one gather. Brony is my best gatherer. She's already got her stuff. So, second best gatherer, Casimira. There's a gather for you. Okay, back at it. We've collected 65 thus far. Alright, Demon, thanks for coming out and chatting. If you do get the game, I hope you enjoy it. You're welcome to come back, check out my stream, ask me questions. Anything you need, man. Have a good night. Alright, one more turn and then we'll head back with what we've collected. Or one more turn now. And then because of that, this isn't going to gather, so let's collect as much meat as possible. Now break camp. And head home. unliving corpse. So suddenly we're downgrading in monsters challenge. Okay. We'll confuse you. I need 19 damage to kill you. So hammer supported. Kills you. Now I need to do 28 to kill you. Like that. And this fight is over. Don't need the shield, and don't need that sword. Oh, what the? 4-skull fight already?
Thea is not an easy place to
Hey,
grow up
we got a
in,
medic
but
for our
alas,
village.
grow up we must. One of your children has matured into a young adult and is ready to join your village and rebuild Thea. Becoming an adult is an important rite of passage.
Decent medic
The whole
too.
village celebrates this joyous occasion. The youngster places a food offering at the altars of their gods, in thanks and in hopes for a good future.
Okay, let's drop all this off. We definitely don't need all of that wood. We'll just take 20. Drop these off. Oh, I should have kept that food. Oh well. Drop off the gear. So, how much jerky have we made? Not a lot. Guess we'll wait on that. We have plenty of raw meat though. So let's take $275. And let's put that ring on our folklore guy. Nice. The ancient wood can do what for a sword? Starting with the leather. That's not bad for just using basic leather. Quartz, small upgrade. Granite, a little bit more upgrade. I could gamble, which wouldn't be a bad play. 13 and 10. $18 and 10. I'm going to save the gold for a crafting hammer. 18 and 10 is pretty damn impressive. Let's put you to work on that. Let's make 2 of them. Actually, let's make the hammer first. So starting with dark wood gives us a 4 with weight 56. If I use elven wood, it's a 3. Ancient wood is a 4 with 36. Yeah. That's what we're doing. It's 12 research too. You go to the very top. You're going to work on that first. Perfect. Now we're going to send these guys to collect a bunch of elven wood again, so that we can continue to research scum cheap elven wood swords. And we're gathering it every turn. guess gather wood regular for now. Jesus. 8 skeletons and 3 unliving corpses. That's not going to be fun. Alright guys, I'm starving. It's been 2 hours. I think I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for coming out and watching. This was Thea the Awakening by Muha Games. We were continuing our Lada run. Come back tomorrow. I stream every night from 7 p.m. Pacific on. So until next time, game on.